And we are off. All right, we'll get these videos synced up as soon as we can. Looks like Mars is going for the 1-1 power-up, where Dooley is not going to. So Dooley will have an early advantage, which will obviously be negated by the time they're both powered up and running. There are slight differences to what is actually the faster and preferred method for the top runners. 1-1 and 1-2 for the Mushroom and the Fire Flower is the safest strat that we have. But 1-3 and 1-4 allows you to get through the first two levels a little bit quicker and shave a little time there. So both through on a clean 1-1. No fireworks. Fireworks occur when the timer reaches 6, 3, or 1. You get a firework corresponding to the number in the singles digit on the timer. Mars definitely grabbing the power-up. Dooley playing it safe with the Koopa shell. No need to do those hard jumps when you have a shell to blast those Goombas out of the way. Mars cruising along, getting a couple snipes in there, coming through. Dooley definitely playing safe. And both through the pipe. So Mars will probably end up having to take a bonk here. No, he's going to get the 47. He got the fast excel. Good for him. Dooley with a 39 through, and they're on to 1-3. Typically, when you're learning this game, when you come from the underground, you've got about 6 or 7 in-game seconds on the timer to know whether or not you're going to get fireworks. Most of the time, you will get a 7, so if you end up with a 3 or on a 0, you're going to want to take a bonk. Dooley taking an unfortunate death to the Goomba right there in 1-3. Mars, not having to grab the power-up, gets to go ahead and blast his way through. And perfect 260 on the timer. Dooley gets his revenge on the Goomba right there, and he's going to go for the 1-3 Mushroom here. Now, the big question is Dooley going to go for Small Fire at this point, or if he's going to power up in 1-4. So, Mars going into our first castle, very straightforward. If you're all set and you don't have to grab that power-up, all you have to do is hold right and run. Those bars will be set up beautifully for you. Nice duck jumps. 2 shots through, first 2 hits, goes for the fast kill, and Mars is through. 2:04 about when he touched the axe there. Fantastic time. So, and yep, Dooley is going to be going for the Small Fire glitch, which this occurs when Mario touches Bowser and the axe on the same exact frame. Let's see if he goes for it. And he gets it. Beautiful job. Mars on to 2-1. Again, straightforward. A lot of jumping, sniping, as you're going to get a lot more of the Piranha Plants. So in Small Fire, when you touch Bowser and the axe at the same time, the game recognizes that you took a hit. You took damage with a power-up. What it doesn't recognize is your animation change. So now the game, when you collect the mushroom, you grow small and you get that small hitbox. When you grab fire and still have that small hitbox, aka Small Mario. Now you can run through the game a lot easier with a smaller hitbox, get through tighter windows, and still have that fire. Mars is on to 2-2 now. He's into the first of our swims. Very straightforward. You just have to be mindful of the bloopers and the cheat pattern that comes at you. This is where sniping definitely comes into play. Being able to hit the enemies from a distance with a fireball. So Mars is taking it safe, dodging everybody, not playing too aggressive. Ooh, nice dodge there. Coming through the second choke point. And a couple of hits for good measure. All right, Mars is in through clean. Dooley coming in. Small Fire, you'll see the big difference on 2-2. With a smaller hitbox, he doesn't have to worry too much. He can shoot a couple of the tighter gaps a little bit easier through some of the choke points here. With a larger hitbox, you do not get that window. So, Mars now on to 2-3. This is going to be the first of our 2 Flying Chiefs levels. This one is pretty straightforward. As long as you don't get a trolley Chief coming up here, try and hit you. Mars navigating it beautifully. Taking some safety fireballs, going ahead and firing them ahead. If you can catch any of those Chiefs, that'll try to get them. Couple of tight corners there, but no big deal for Mars. He's up the staircase, everything's good, and he is on to our second castle. Dooley so far about a level behind, just finishing up 2-2. All right, now 2-4. You're gonna you see our first of our Potaboos and some fire bars. Mark's taking a little bonk there. He's got the good bars. If he goes for the elevator jump, the optimal way is to duck jump through here with fire, excuse me. Go through 2 hits, and he is on to World 3. Dooley's having a little bit of trouble with the Chiefs. choosing to take it safely, getting a little bit of what we call stair boss. If you don't get a clean jump on there, you got bit by the stair boss. 3-1, another straight platform level. As long as your snipes are on point, you can go through with, again, relative ease. The first half of this game really just kind of teaches you the mechanics, gets you set up. You get to see the Hammer Brothers for the first time. No big deal for Mars. He's on through, jumping over, blasting a couple enemies. Dooley's taking the ladders very safe, taking top route too, even up over the second fire bar. And, oh, nice dodge. Nice dodge. Living up to the name. He is also through, still holding about a level behind advantage. Right now it comes down to who's going to end up making a mistake. 3-2. There is a safety star that you can get here. That's a power-up block. This one is a star. Mars has fire. He's not going to take the star. He's going to blast these enemies out of his way. He says, no safety for me. Go big or go home. So Dooley coming into 3-1. Mars finishing up 3-2. He's been able to extend the lead just a smidge. Dooley taking the stairs nice and safe, and he's going to keep that small fire. All right, 3-3. Ooh, nice. When you're large, Mario, you're able to clip through the bottom of the platforms. A little bit of a swag trick. It does get you through a little bit quicker, but swag always equals faster. All right, Mars with relative ease. Oh, a hit for Dooley. He's going to have to go back and grab that mushroom and start the power-up process again. Has to play a little safe with the enemy patterns changing up. He also does not take the safety star. He says, you only live once. YOLO, baby. 3-4, again, straightforward. You got to slow down a little bit, set up good fireball patterns. He doesn't know what frame rule he's on, so he doesn't know what those potaboos are going to do. He's going to play it safe. Mars! Oh, he takes a hit. He's going to have to go through the axe animation. You want to kill Bowser with fire, because when you grab that axe with Bowser, the bridge collapses. Bowser takes a dunk in the lava. When you kill him with the fire, you don't have to worry about that. You save roughly, I think, 2.5 seconds per every fire kill. So Mars opting to run through 4-1 small. He misses the first power up there. Dooley has, in the meantime, in 3-3, has reclaimed his small fire. All right. Not sure when Mars is going to power up. He's decided 4-1 is not for him. Dooley now on to 3-4. He's made up a little time. So Mars coming into our second underground level. 4-2, the most infamous level in Super Mario Bros. History. No have to worry about the wrong word. Mars, again, though, not going for the power-up in 4-2. He is definitely going to be Team Top Route for life. I love the safety strats. You will never hear me to speak out against safety strats. And he drops below, and he's going to grab the mushroom there. Okay. Continue on, back up through the top. Mars now, or Dooley now having the benefit of being small, jumping through 4-1, but also having the fire. Mars with a little trouble getting up through there. But he is through 4-2, and he's going to get the one firework, which doesn't really does not waste any time on you. Dooley up, little stair boss there in 4-1, but he's through again. 38 on the timer, looking very good. Mars up through 4-3 now. We're going to have some fun little jumps here. Going for Sky Boots. I do not pull off Sky Boots. I am not that skilled yet in this game. Not sure to see if he gets it. It's not going to hit the platform, so definitely not. 61 on the timer, though. Very good through 4-3. We're going into one of my favorite levels, 4-4. All right, Dooley, bottom route. Ooh, love the aggressive play from him. So 4-4 is the first of our two maze levels. There is a select pattern. Dooley takes a hit in 4-2. There is a select pattern that you have to go through in this level on a certain route in order to advance to Bowser. If you do not, the game will loop you back around to the level, and you have to keep going until you figure out what you do. Backwards Bowser, and Mars is through onto World 5. All right, Dooley is looking to reclaim Small Fire to go through on 4-3. Interesting note. That is a glitch, actually. That is the Small Fire glitch. in subsequent re-releases of Super Mario Brothers, in Lost Levels and the Game Boy release, Super Mario Deluxe, they added a ding to let you know you went to the right path, and then a fail sound when you did not. In the NES, you had to find that out on your own. So, Dooley navigating 4-3 well. Mars is through on a 5-1, and to the very... starts to get to the hard part of the run. World 5 and World 6 are where the run's go to die. The bullet bill does not fire. Mars going ahead and blasting all the enemies he can, hitting all those hammer bros. So Dooley navigating the maze with relative ease. Mars is making quick work of 5-2. And now this is going to be a Bless RNG moment. Not knowing what frame rule that you're on, you don't know where the bullet bills in 5-3 are going to be, so this is a bit of a challenge. Dooley opting not for the fire kill, take the safety strats, get the axe, just get through, get to World 5. Alright, are we going to have bullet bills or ammunition, William? So far so good on the bills. We're going to bop this Goomba. Oh, Mars takes the hit. Still gets through, gets to the platform. 5-3 strikes yet again. The one of the just deadliest levels for any speedrunner running Warpless. So, Dooley having small fire again. He is going through 5-1. There is another safety star you can take if you want to. Dooley opts not to, and he's also going to take the Koopa Shell and ride that all the way in. So, 5-4. Nice power-up grab by Mars there to get back to Super Mario coming through. Again, doesn't know what the Pode Boos are going to be, so some great duck jumps. Takes the platform, he's going to have to wait, gets the axe, and he is on to World 6. Dooley hopefully can take advantage here, trying to get back into this a little bit, tighten up the gap between the two, knowing that Mars has to re-gab power-ups. So we are looking at roughly a 2-level lead for Mars right now. 6-1, perfect strat, not to get the Lakitu to throw the first Spiny. If you do a full jump off of those coin blocks at the beginning, he will not throw a Spiny. And Mars going for the Fire Flower here. This is the second of the 2 power-up grabs you can go, and oh, takes another hit. Looks like he lost an input there on the jump. Up and over, 44 on the timer, no fireworks for him. He's on to 6-2. Dooley, on the other hand, wants to have a little jubilation, gets fireworks at the end of the level. Good bill so far for Dooley. Bops the Goomba, grabs the platform, avoids the bill. Nice job by him. And a relatively easy 5-3 for him. Mars going to 6-2, one of the most difficult levels to play if you do not have fire. Most of these pipes do have a spine, do have the Piranha Plant. And Mars grabbing the power-up, making sure he can get up and over, playing safe. Oh, Dooley takes a hit on the fire bar there. This is a dangerous predicament for him now. He has the large Mario hitbox, but if he gets hit, he is dead. Having to start over on 5-4. And Dooley gonna take the safe route, trying to take the safe route. Mars through to 6-2. Bowser not behaving. Dooley, beautiful dodge again. He is gonna... Oh, he forgot that he was still Small Mario. He tried to reset up the small fire glitch, but took the death. Funny part about this is it does register the level. But he is... Wow, he still has the small fire. That is actually something I haven't seen. If you are small and you try to go for the small fire glitch, you die but proceed to the next level. Personally, I did not know that he would still have the small fire capability on that. I apologize for that one. In lieu of GDQ, I have never seen that before. Dooley going ahead, grabbing the 2 power-ups. Mars is on to 6-4, grabbing fire beautifully. Let's see what kind of fire bars he gets. Alright, he gets a good pattern here. And gonna have to take it a little safe there on those, but he is through. Another hit for Dooley at the end of 6-1. And beautiful fire kill for Mars. He is on to World 7. Mars is just cruising now. He is about a 3-level lead. All right, Dooley again, having to play some safe strats without it. Mars going into 7-1. He is playing a very aggressive play. The safe route on that is you can take full jumps from all of those cannons, and you can avoid all of those enemies. Mars looking go ahead for some swag. All right, up, and he's going to play the stairs very safe. So the optimal play on that is if you jump on the last frame, you can actually hit the Buzzy Beetle, land on top. Dooley taking the star in 6-2. Listen to that beautiful star music. 7-2, we're now into the final swim, full swim level. We have one more swim ahead of us in 8-4. Much like 2-2, except the bloopers and the cheeps are a little more aggressive. We'll say aggressive. So, Dooley going through on 6-3. He's going to wait to grab the power-up right there. Mars having a little trouble with the bloopers, able to blast one, create a hole for himself, get on through. So, minus some power-up losses by both competitors, Dooley took 1 death, and I think that is the major difference in this race so far. Very clean run for both competitors. Beautiful 7-2. He's going to finish with about a 307. 305, my mistake. So, Dooley now on to 6-4. With his small fire, again, a lot of these jumps will be a little bit easier, playing that safe. Going up and over, avoiding all the fire bars. 7-3, we're into our final flying fish level coming through. But now we've added Koopas because, well, the flying fish weren't jerks enough. Let's bring some Koopa friends. Mars making quick work of it. Beautiful fire kill for Dooley in 6-4. He's now on to World 7. Alright, Mars with some duck jumps, avoiding those cheeps with relative ease, and he is now on to 7-4, our second maze level. Dooley with some beautiful bullet bill dodges right there, living up to his moniker. Hammer Bros are being good to him. Now, so in here, you're going to watch bottom, middle, top, jump down for a split second. We're going to go top, middle, top. Hope you all followed that. There's going to be a test after the race. Alright, Mars through. He's going to go ahead, shoot 2 fireballs, get the early hits. Duck under the forward Bowser. Did not get the kill. Has to see the animation. Loses a little bit of time there. Dooley, meanwhile, going on to the 7-2 swim. Again, with small fire, he's got a smaller hitbox to deal with. Alright, now we have come to World 8, the final world. The game is now, the levels are longer, the game is harder. More enemies are coming at you. Mars sniping everybody with relative ease. 8-1 is the longest level in the game. Gets the setup, despawns the Goomba. Gets through the jump right there. Beautiful play by him. Bops the star, gives a nod to any percent, looking for good judges. Oh, Dooley takes the hit in 7-2. This is brutal. He's got some bad bloopers. Beautiful dodge, again by the Dodge Master himself. And he is on to 7-3. Mars finishing up 8-1 with a perfect 200. That is the optimal time that you can get on 8-1. Now running into 8-2. The first part of this is going to be tricky. Let's see how he does on the stair jump to start. And he is beautiful duck jump. He is up and over. Dooley now having to navigate the cheeps with Big Mario. Oh, he goes ahead. He takes a death. He has to jump over that Koopa. He has to start back at the beginning of 7-3. So, Mars getting through, blasting everybody. Oh, the Koopas were not behaving, but still Mars able to navigate. You get the Koopa who jumps on himself. There's the BBG glitch, but there's another one coming with him. Won't go for it. Alright, Dooley grabs the power-up, and oh, unfortunate death. The cheap strike again. 7-3 could be a very brutal level. Alright, gets the two bill started, 8-3. Gonna blast through. These Hammer Bros, especially anybody who's ever run any percent, knows how trolly these Hammer Bros can go. But not a problem when you're sitting there with a fireball to the face. Alright, Dooley's finally through 7-3. He's gonna go into our maze level. Mars taking an intentional bonk there to make sure that the timer finishes on 2:42 at an optimal pace. You do finish with 2:43, which means 3 fireworks, which means you lose time. So, Dooley's in a bit of a tough predicament right now as Mars goes into 8-4, the final level. Dooley cannot get power up until 8-2, so we'll see exactly how he goes to play it. Mars goes through. Everybody's watching before we started. Mars is going for this pipe jump. He gets it beautifully on the wall jump. Now he's got turnaround room here. This is actually a wrong warp. The pipe you're supposed to take is the next pipe over. That pipe is supposed to bring you back to the beginning of the level, but because we push the screen far enough ahead to the right, the game loads up the pipe that's not on screen yet, which allows you to go to the swim. All right, Mars through. He's got a very good fire bar. 26 on the timer. Beautiful time. On through to the next one. Blast the Hammer Bro. Gets the good Potaboo. Goes ahead and gets through clean. Wow, 20:07 on his timer. We've got an official SRL time of 2012. Your winner, Mars02. So Dooley into World 8 does not have the power up. Has to play it much like an NA%. We'll see. We'll see if we can get Mars in here for an interview if he's into it. GG's to Mars. What a great time. Dooley with an unfortunate death. He is now down to 1 death. We'll see if he takes this as a potential game over to refill his timers. That is exactly what he's about to do. All right, so the code there is if you press the A button and hit start at the same time, you reload back in your level. Believe me, there's a very important code to know, especially when running this game. So right now, in the chat, I am no longer alone. You do not have to listen to me 100% of the time anymore. Mars02. Mars, congratulations on your win, man. How does it feel?
Can you hear me?
A little quiet, but I can hear you. Great. So, GG's on your win, 20:07. That was a great time. JT Knott did predict your time. He said you were going to get a 20XX. How did that run feel to you?
Pretty good. It was really good. It was PB pace, or at least tied with PB on 3-4. Pretty good run.
All right, so you did have a couple of hiccups there on some power-up losses, but it was a deathless run that got into there. As Dooley finally gets through 8-1. I'm sorry?
There's a death in 6-2.
There was a death in 6-2. I'm sorry.
Wasn't deathless.
Wasn't deathless. I was trying to give you the credit for it, but keen eye on that one. So I am loading up the bracket as we speak right now. As Dooley is getting through onto 8-2, he has taken the game over, intentional game over to refill the lives. So you were definitely practicing that pipe jump in 8-4 before the race started. I didn't really see it. Was that a 1 frame or a 2 frame wall jump?
I think it was 1 frame. When I go for backwards wall jumps, I usually think it's a 1 frame since I don't really do the slowdown to the second room. So I think that was maybe a 1 frame. A pretty solid wall jump.
All right, so Mars, you are actually very fortunate in this regard. Unfortunately for us, our defending champion on this tournament, London B, had to drop out. So Mars actually just won himself a bye into the next round. You don't have to race again until July 21st if you don't want to.
Oh, okay. So I have like a month.
you have absolutely a month. Fun fact, Mars is actually going away on vacation. We had to get this run in tight. So
I thought that I was gonna be away for the first entire week of July, but I guess that's false. But I won't be here for the starting on Wednesday. So.
All right. Well, unfortunately now you've definitely got a gap there. You've got to wait for some races to clear up. So that must be a good weight off your shoulders at least a little bit.
I get to be alone. Yay.
Well, you always have the Mario community here to pick you up, Mars.
Yeah.
All right, Dooley finally into 8-4. He's got a mushroom. He's going to take those stairs nice and safe. All right, at this point, Dooley does not want to take another game over. He'll have to start all the way back at 8-1.
He has 4 lives, I think, so that's all good.
I think he has the full life, but at this point, you want to finish. Go ahead and play it nice and safe. I definitely agree with this strategy at this point.
Yeah.
All right, going for the hidden block to get up there, the intended way to go through. Beautiful turnaround room for Dooley. That was a fantastic turnaround going through on the swim. Will he go for the duck swim? No, can't tell if he went for it. I don't think he got it. So, judging by how he's playing, he does not have that gap there. So,
Maybe, yeah, it looks like I'm probably slightly behind you, but I think he did go for the duck jump.
All right. Bob the Goomba waits for the Podoboo. Takes the hit on Bowser. Dooley's finished.
24-37.
25-13 SRL time. 24-40 what I saw on his.
It's weird.
So, GG's for Dooley. Fantastic race from both of you guys.
Emulators. Screw emulator, says Dooley.
Yeah, Dooley was having a bit of an issue there coming through. So we'll see.
GG's to Dooley.
We'll see if Dooley wants to get through. This is the end of the road on the tournament for Dooley. This is the second chance bracket. Fantastic race by both guys. Like I said, Mars has got himself a little bit of a break with the unfortunate departure of London. So while I'm waiting... I'm sorry, go ahead, Mars.
That good that I get to wait, so I don't go against the champion of last year.
You know what? Take the time to practice, get better, and go through it. That's really
gonna be going on in July.
Well, that's true. You got the vacation, but it's good to get a break in every now and then.
July.
So, all right. Says Dooley. Dooley says he'll definitely come in for an interview. So we will wait for him to pop on in. I am loading through about 30 different. 30 different windows right now across two monitors, so forgive me as I'm doing a whole bunch of typing at once. Coming up on the schedule, I will say later on, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, back here on Speed Gaming 3, we've got a doubleheader race coming up. We've got JT Knott versus Supersonic, and then we've got Flex Retro against 50% Gaming, commentated again by yours truly. So that is going to be fun. Whenever you can watch 4 racers go, fantastic. Mars, what are your picks for those races?
I don't know. I mean, like, Supersonic, when I saw his first race, if he didn't challenge that Podoboo, he would have had a 19-2X. And I know JT Knott's a pretty consistent player. He got a 1932, and I think it's going to be a very tight race. Seeing 50% gaming again.
Oh, yeah. Flex and 50 are going to be definitely a fun race. 50 is the master of the small fire. And I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. Let's bring in the second runner in this race, the Dodge Master himself, Dodge Master Dooley, living up to the hype. You had some fantastic... Oops. Dooley, are you there?
Stop your timer.
Hey.
Hey, Dooley. I was just saying before you got dragged out on there. Living up to the moniker, you had some fantastic dodges in that race. A couple of unfortunate turns there, 7-2, or 7-3, I'm sorry, bit you in the rear end on there. How'd the race feel on your end?
I felt like garbage. Actually, about an hour ago, my NES stopped turning on, so I'm like, well, what else could I do? I already had to reschedule once, and Mars was on vacation, so I'm like, well, let me try to see if I could use EmuHawk, and I tried playing with it like 15 minutes before I went on stream. And, people always ask, what's the difference between emulation and hardware? There's a big
input lag. Yeah, there's input lag by like half a second.
Oh my god, it was so bad, but I didn't want to reschedule, so I'm like, well, let me see how I do, and it's like what's his name from Rocky IV? If he dies, he dies.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, you could tell. You could tell my gameplay was way different than what I usually play as, and that was the main issue. Was, emulation. I haven't used emulation in so long because of hardware, and when you try to switch back to emulation, it's a nightmare.
Oh, absolutely, and I commend you for go ahead and muscling through, jumping into the input lag, and just how uncomfortable that is. For those of you not familiar, when you have a second between the button press, it is just miserable. You don't know when that jump's coming, the delay, everything on that. It can be a miserable time.
My old CRT broke back.
The thing is with emulation as well, like at least when you let go of the control pad, especially with new rubbers. And that's another thing. It's like I just got brand new rubbers, and on hardware, when you let go of the directional pad, Mario stops. he doesn't stop on emulation. Like there's like a 2-second delay, and it's very floaty. So, but I'm not gonna make any excuses. I mean, things happen, and I'm in better spirits than I was a couple days ago, and just gotta call out in the middle. Sport.
Absolutely. So, just a great race from you guys. Any questions and commentary I can ask these guys? I've been riding solo. I'm kind of trying to hit all the basics here coming through.
Well, you did a pretty good job. I was listening, so you did a pretty good job. I mean, I think you did it right. I mean, for one person, you did pretty good. I mean, it's kind of hard to keep track of two things at once.
Yeah, I didn't have the stream tab open. I just had SRL open, so I was like, okay, where is Dooley? What's Spork saying?
I know, right? Well, I knew. Well, I hadn't listened to Spork. Spork's my Tony Schiavone.
I am definitely the Joey Styles of this tournament so far. Wrestling jokes for everybody in chat who do not get those.
Yeah, and I'm just glad I got this over with because I was expecting a lot more game overs on my side.
You only had the one intentional game over, so that was, again, a very fantastic run.
And that 5-4, I did it on purpose, you know that, right?
Yep.
Okay, just to be like, okay, like he's dying, at least I have something to show. It's a work.
All right, so for both of you guys, whoever wants to answer it first, what are you guys looking forward to most on the tournament moving forward? Mars, obviously you got some time off. You're still on. Dooley, unfortunately, your road ends here today. I'll start with Dooley then. Which races are you looking forward to the most coming up here?
To be honest, I've been busy so much that I've been and this isn't like a jab anyway. I've been so busy so much, and with the tooth being taken out and the pain from that, I've actually been like, kind of like not really paying too much attention. But I'm going to go to the bracket today and see where everything is, and like I'll probably let you guys know later on. It's just this week has just been rough, and I can't keep track of a lot of stuff. But I hope that somebody wins this thing.
Well, hopefully we have a winner. That would be kind of awkward if we don't have a winner at the end of the tournament.
That would not be good.
Bowser chose them both at the same time.
Well,
One thing I was looking the whole time was if my game crashed again.
There was no game crashes, no funky timer issues. This was a good, clean race for both of you guys. I want to commend you both. Dooley for sticking it out, even with the hardware counts issues. Mars, definitely GG's on your sportsmanship. You did not have to take the reschedule on this. You could have taken the easy way out. You chose to go ahead with the race. I think everybody should respect you a little bit more for that. Other than that, I think that's going to be it for this race. Again, I want to
What about me saying what ones I am looking forward to? You forgot about me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mars. I'm sorry. What races are you looking forward to?
All right. So there's only really two races that I'm looking forward to, and that'd be Supersonic versus JT Knott and Xerox Fiend versus Rupert. Two races.
Two good choices. Two barn burners.
It's going to be a really good race.
All right. Well, coming up here on the schedule, like I said, today we've got the double header race coming up between Flex 50 and JT Knott and Supersonic. And then Sunday we have one race, the Carnal versus Dash Retro. Monday we've got the Xerox Rupert match that you just heard Mars hype. Royalty and Darby on Tuesday, and then we're taking a break. Saturday's the next scheduled race, Jeremy MKW and KT the Creeper. We are working around this little event going on. GDQ is apparently starting this week. It's going to cut into the tournament a little bit.
GDQ is going to start this coming week. GDQ hype.
Just a small little thing they have there. So
big, only like 100 people go.
Yeah, no, it's not that much. Everybody go out support GDQ. It's a great cause. It's one of my favorites. Any final comments from you guys?
You can go first.
Go ahead, Mars.
Oh, okay. Well, any comments? I don't know.
All right, sounds great. Dooley, any last words before we go?
Don't use emulators.
Use them.
OEM or bust. All right. So
NES. Only if you used NES, then.
yeah, there you go. All right, that is going to do it for us today. I want to again thank Mars02 for a fantastic race. I want to thank you guys, the viewers, for hanging out with us in the chat. On behalf of Speed Gaming, on behalf of the Mario community, I am the Elder Spork. You guys have a great afternoon. Hopefully, we'll see you back tonight for the next race. Have a great one.
Guys, toodaloo.